let me resume this links as well, and this links as well, and let me just quickly remove the TLOC configuration from here. So VPN 0, no interface GE0/2 commit. So let me just run VPN 0. Let me just quickly configure this one also. VPN 0. Tunnel interface MPLS. Color MPLS. Sorry, restrict. Commit. There is no commit required, right? So we have done this, and after that, let's move on the policies. Okay. So let me quickly. Just give me 1 minute. Now the next thing, let's configure another service VPN here. So I'm going on the VH3 and VH4. We'll just configure the service VPN. So let me configure the service VPN via the template this time. Okay. So let me just create one template for the feature template for the new VPN 20. And VPN 20. Let's do the CLI also, because template we can do, but this is not going to applicable for these two routers. VPN 20 not required here, so we can leave it for time being. So let me just quickly show via the CLI how basically we can do that. So let me just go on the template and dual site. This is dual site. Detached device. Let me detach 3 and 4 as well. I'm just converting all site in the CLI, so we can just quickly have a look how this service VPN can be quickly configured for testing, because already we know the concept how the VPN 10 can be created, 20 can be created. So let me just so this has been done. And let me just go here. Single transport, detached device. Let me just detach this one also. So now this has been done. So what we can do, let's go on the VH. This one. Let's go on the VH, this one. And let's go on the VH, this one. So VH3. Admin. Admin. 10 we configured. Now let's configure the VPN 20. So how we can configure? Config to config T VPN 20 interface. What is the interface? GE0/4. So GE0/1. Sorry, GE0/1. an IP address 10.3.100.1/24 no shut. Okay, we done this configuration. Similar on the VH4, you just go on the this VH4 admin config T VPN 20 interface. We are configuring this G0 by 3 IP address 10.4.100.1/24 no shit, right? This has been done. Let's commit the VH5. Okay, admin config T VPN 20 interface G0 by 2. Second one I'm configuring G0 by 2 IP address 10.5.100.1/24 no shit, commit. We done the one side configuration. Now it's time to router configuration. So let's do one by one, all router configuration as well. Let me just put here. So router okay. So let me just go here, config T and config T ke baad interface Ethernet 0 by 1 IP address not going to take because it's a switch image, so no switch port IP address, and this is a 10.3.100.13 10.3.100.13 255 255 255.0 no shut. Okay, we just have to build the OSPF. So OSPF, building the OSPF between the router and the VH, how we can configure. So router OSPF 10 network, you can configure 10.3.100.0 0.0.0 255 area 0 do right. So we did the configuration of the OSPF on this particular link. Now on goes the VH3. Here, how we can do that? We just, oh, we make a mistake. This should be the VPN 20, not 10. Either 20, 20. This I make a mistake. Okay, let me just do one thing. Let me just remove this one. Okay. So run VPN 10. Okay, let me just go here. VPN 20 interface GE0 by 1 IP address 10.3.100.1/24 no shut and commit. Now we just have to enable the OSPF. So how we can enable the OSPF? Router OSPF 10 and router OSPF, you just put the area 0 process ID, it will not take, and then after go and interface, put the interface on which you want to enable the OSPF. So interface is GE0 by 1. So GE0 by 1 is the interface and commit it. So you done the commit from there. So now if you run the show IP OSPF neighbor, so IP OSPF VPN 20, you can see the OSPF neighbor page up here. OSPF neighborship is up. So now we having the OSPF neighborship between the router and this one. So if you want to verify on the R3 also, you can see OSPF is come in a loading state. So show IP OSPF neighbor, it's a come in the loading state. Same thing we have to do on the R15. R15 we have to do the same thing. So how we can do the R15? So R15 again required the IP address and interface Ethernet 1 by 1, 0 by 1, sorry, 0 by 1. IP address 10.4.100.15. So just use the 15 and 255, 255, 255.0. No switch port, no shut. And we just have to go router OSPF 10 network 10.4.100.0 area this, do right. Now we just have to go enable the OSPF on the R14 as well. So let's go here, router OSPF area 0 interface G0 by 3, because we just want to enable the OSPF here and the commit. The moment we will do, probably OSPF neighborship is going to form. Show IP OSPF neighbor. So it is trying to form. You can see two-way state. It after some time the neighborship will be the form. Do you guys learn how to configure this via the GUI also? Or shall I go with the CLI? If you're comfortable with GUI, let me know. For
No,
our
sir, please, yeah, please so.
list, okay. So let me show you the how this configure for the R5. Okay, so we're done with the CLI for these two. Now OSPF neighborship build. Okay, so let me just configure for this one as a GUI. Okay, so let me just convert this vmanage mode and we just have to configure. So let me just attach the device. You guys can understand at least how to configure the OSPF and this particular LAN interface with VPN 20 from the GUI. That is step is going to be same for the all router, but let me just do for the one. So at least you're having a both flavors. Okay. So let me go and template. So now we are good. So now we just have to get the VPN 20. So first we have to create the VPN 20. So let me just go on the template here and I have to select the VH Cloud VPN and this is the first VPN 20. VPN 20 template. Put the VPN 20 here. Name. You can just keep the global OSPF enable LAN. You can give because we are configuring the OSPF. And any other no IP route, nothing, GRE, no, nothing. So we just configure this VPN 20. Now under the VPN 20, we just have to configure the interface. Okay, interface configure and the IP address. How? So next step, just have to go and create the new VH Cloud and the VPN interface. So let me just go here. It's very easy VPN 20 interface template. So let me template. Why I'm saying showing both of the things, because you guys should know, right? How CLI can configure, how GUI configure. So interface name, I'm just taking a device specific here. So VPN 20 LAN interface ID. Description, let me put OSPF LAN interface for the global. IP address, we can put the device specific. So VPN 20, just put here VPN 20, VPN 20. Oh, come on. Let me see if I can do here. I don't know why it's not taking. Leave it for time being. What else? So VPN 20 is done. Tunnel interface not required. NAT not required. VRRB not required. ARP, this all, nothing is going to required. Okay. So we define the IP VPN 20 created. We created the interface. Now with third one, we just have to create the OSPF configuration. So sorry, the OSPF configuration. So let's go here and create the OSPF configuration. So VH cloud. You go here and just oh my god. This is the OSPF configuration, right? So just put here. What is happening? VPN 20 OSPF. Okay. Router ID, it is going to take from the system IP, not required. Redistribution for timing, not required. Leave it for timing. Area, what area I'm going to use? Area number 0. So it is going to take 0. Set area type. So we'll leave a default area. Now it is asking which interface you want to club in the OSPF. So we'll put the device specific. Interface, we can put the device specific. OSPF interface name. So now nothing cost, we are not doing anything. Range, we are not doing anything. That's all. So we just have to add this. And after adding, we just have to save this. So we're done with this configuration also. Now we just have to attach this configuration on this particular device. So OSPF can be configured. So let me just go on the VH5. And this is the VH5. Let me just edit it. And we just have to go. We have to service VPN. So we have to create new VPN. So VPN 20. VPN 20. In this VPN, we required the one of the interface. This interface we configured VPN 20 interface templates. So we configure now OSPF. So we just have to choose the OSPF also. So we are good. Now we just have to update. After doing the update, we'll get the same configuration what we have done the CLI, but we just have to fill this all information. So now it's asking what is the interface ID. So this in this case 0/2. So I can go here and G 0/2. What is the IP address? 10.500.1. 10.5 What is asking? OSPF interface name. So again, this name is the same, G0/2, the same interface we have to enable the OSPF. So this is the interface. Now let's update, and we just have to, if you want to compare, you can compare it, the current and the new OSPF. The difference and the looks like of the configuration is going to be same. You see, the same thing I have done the CLI, create the VPN 20, go in the routers, assign the area, give the interface, and assign the IP address. That's all. Similar configuration I have done the CLI, where it was a quicker but template. If you create one time, I can call this to all the routers. Same configuration I can call to all the routers. So it's very easy basically. So I showed both of the things, so you guys can understand how the CLI is going to work, how the GUI, same configuration in the CLI, you can use the GUI, but just you have to go via the little bit with the configuration. So now if you go and see here, show run VPN 20, you'll find this is the OSPF configuration. Now go in the R14 and configure the OSPF to just build the OSPF neighborship. So here you go, configuration T, host name R14, and interface Ethernet 0/2, no switch port, IP address 10.5.100.14, 255, 255, 255.0, no shut, do right. But we just also have to enable router OSPF 10 network 10.5.100.0 0000 255 area 0 do right. So let's wait, show IP OSPF neighborship. See, they form the OSPF neighborship also. So all OSPF neighborship has been formed, and you guys understand how the OSPF neighbor is going to be formed. Now the question is, we have to advertise one of the subnet in the OSPF from this router. We will do the same thing in this router. We'll do the same thing in this router. So we'll see how the route is going to propagate. So let me go in the OSPF again here. Let me first create the interface loop back 140. Okay, and I'll assign the IP address 10.5.140.14 255 255 255.0 and IP OSPF 10 area 0. So this is going to be advertised. This one done, right? Now go in the R13. You just advertise this 10.3.130. So let's create the one loop back interface loop back 130 IP address 10.3.13.13 255 255 255.0 IP OSPF 10 area 0. So we are just advertising this route in the OSPF. I hope you guys are getting me. Please and let me know if you're not getting me. I'm just doing the basic OSPF configuration and advertising the routes. So interface loopback 150 here I'm going to create, and IP address 10.4.150.15. I can configure 255 255 255.0. No shut IP OSPF 10 area 0 and do right. So now in the VPN 20, I advertise this route from here to here. From VPN 20, I advertise this route from here to here. From VPN 20, I advertise this route from here to here. So let's validate this route start receiving in this particular edges or not. So VS3, are they start receiving this route from in the VPN 20? So show IP route VPN 20, and you'll find 130 route start receiving here. You can see here via the OSPF. You can see clearly. Similarly, in VH4, this 10.4.150 should be, reachable. Show IP route VPN 20. And you can see 150 route, it is coming via the OSPF. It is also clear. Now go in the VH5. Show IP route VPN 20. For 10.5.140. Are you able to see? Yes, you can see via the OSPF. So all route are receiving. So you guys tell me if this route is receiving via the VPN 20, so will it going to receive on this router or not? If this route I am receiving from the VPN 20, is it going to advertise to another peer or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is automatically redistribute.
It will automatically redistribute because the OSPF route, intra and inter OSPF route is always going to automatically redistribute the OMP, and this route must be reachable to the all locations. So if you try to ping from this to this IP address, it should be reachable. So you can go on the R, you just try to ping it. So go in the R13 and ping this IP address 10.4.150. Let me see what is IP address they are getting. VH4 15. Okay, 15. Okay, so just try to ping this IP address. So this is going to ping with source loopback 130. Why it is not reaching? Oh, so your route is received here. Okay. So once this route is received here, understand this very important this steps. So you advertise this route, it is going to reach till VS3. But will this VS3 by default going to advertise this route in the OSPF till R13 or not? This is normal router. Here we are running the OSPF. This is going to come via the OMP. So how it is going to advertise by default? It is not going to advertise by default. You have to do the redistribution. OSPF route, OMP route need to distribute in the OMP route here. So if you go on the VS3 again, you'll see this route you are learning here. This route you are learning here. Sorry, this one. But this is never going to advertise by default in the OSPF. So how you can do the advertisement? So show run VPN 20. VPN 20, and if you want to advertise the OMP, you just have to do a configuration, go in the VPN 20 and go in the router OSPF, right, and redistribute OMP. So once you do the redistribution OMP, then your OMP route is going to be advertised in the this particular R13. So now if you see the R13 table, earlier this was, now you'll see the route. See, you start getting the route for the 150. Earlier it was not, but now you start getting. Similar way, 130 route you advertise here via OSPF in OMP automatically redistributed, and this reached to R14, R4. But this R4 never going to advertise this to the R15. Let's check the R15 routing table. So if you just try to check show IP route, you are not getting 130 route here, but in VH14 you are getting the 130 route here. So you need to advertise OMP route in the OSPF. So how you can do that? You can go here in the configuration, and after going in the configuration, VPN 20, right, router OSPF, you just have to use router OSPF and redistribute OMP and commit. The moment you do, your route is going to be start learning here. See, you start learning here routes. It's very clear. But what about this one? This one. This is also R14 never going to receive the route. Show IP route. You don't have any route for the any 3 and 4 because you also have to do OMP to OSPF redistribution. But this need to be done in GUI. So how you can do the GUI? just go in the GUI, and it's very easy to do the redistribution via the GUI. CLI I told you, let's understand the GUI redistribution. So for GUI redistribution, you just have to go in template, and you just have to go in OSPF template, okay? And after going in the OSPF template, you just have to go in the redistribute. And in this redistribute, you just have to select the OMP and add, upgrade the policy. That's all. This is going to redistribute the everything. So this is done also. Just wait. Once redistribution done, this router also receiving VPN 20 route from the VH3 and VH4 because OMP is going to distribute in the OSPF.
So when we are going to redistribute from the OMP to OSPF, there is not required any process ID when we are going to.
No. There is no process ID required here in this particular SD-WAN. So now you can see here, you start getting 100 subnets, which is configured here. You start getting 130. You start getting 150. Everything you start getting here. So now you're having the end-to-end reachability. So if I go here R13 again, and if I just try to ping, you can see able to reach it. Able to ping any other address. If you want to ping this one, let me just 5.140.14. See, everything is reachable, but this is for the VPN 20. This is for the VPN 20. All VPN 20. We clear till here how the OSPF is going to be configured, how the neighbors is going to happen, how the redistribution is going to happen in OSPF, in the SD-WAN fabric, from the CLI and from GUI both. Any doubt? Let me know.
Sir, in the router side, you configured the loopback and loopback interface, right? And assigning that IP. So without creating the loopback interface, we simply advertise that network into the OMP or not.
Where you are pointing?
Means any router, means R13 or R15.
R13, like I just create the one of the LAN subnet. I can just use this one also to just advertise it. It is going to reach here. But I just create this one loopback as a subnet. So I can advertise the loopback as a LAN subnet. So at least we can do the end-to-end testing. There is no router ID. There is no routing ID. Nothing is going to be.
Suppose that if you are not creating any loopback interface, so particular subnet we need to advertise, right?
Yes. But that subnet need to be configured somewhere, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now
that's why you are using this network, right? In the loopback interface.
So now both VPNs are isolated, right? Both the service VPNs. If I want to communicate one VPN 10 to VPN 20, that time what is the process?
I'm coming to that point only. That's why I configured this. Just
okay,
allow me. The next topic is this only, okay?
One interviewer asked this thing.
Yeah, that's I'm coming. I know that. So this is why I configured redistribution and all, right?
So we need to do the route leaking, sir.
I'm coming. Okay. I'm coming. So let me just stop this recording because